Hi, and welcome back to A Yelp in the Dark. Today we're going to do a new set of tiles. These will be interior tiles, like inside people's houses, castles, things like that. We're also going to learn a new technique called wet blending. This is going to help us get that wood texture pattern. It's not as difficult as you might think it is. It's actually kind of fun. Very similar to finger painting. If you combine the interior tiles with the street tiles, you can transition characters from inside and outside, such as during a bar fight. To get started, I'm first going to base coat my tiles in brown. Wet blending is exactly as it sounds. We're going to lay down a thick, wet coat of brown, and then we're going to brush in some golden brown streaks. We're not going to blend it in completely, we want to leave it a little streaky. But the blending will help dry out any harsh lines, and it'll give us that simulation of wood grain. Acrylic paint dries quickly, so you're racing against the clock on this one. You want to make sure that the colors get laid down and moderately blended before the brown paint dries up. Once it's dry, it should look like this. Next, we're going to use a pencil and a ruler, and we're going to measure every centimeter across this in one direction. That's for our plank dimensions. Don't worry, we're going to paint over the pencil lines. We're going to paint the division between the planks now. Here I used a mix of brown and deep gray, but I really should have gone with burnt umber. I just didn't have any on me at the moment. Don't worry about making your lines perfectly straight. In fact, you want them to be a little wobbly. That wobbliness, that gives it an imperfection. It makes it feel like it's been used, like it's been beaten up, like it's been dented. Using the darker mixture, I paint in the edges and I divide a few of the planks. I add a few nail holes and a few splits on the ends of the planks. I paint in the nail heads with dark gray. Just this little dash of a different color causes the whole piece to pop. It no longer becomes one monolithically brown thing. Of course, this next bit is optional. I like to shade the exterior edges of my tiles. I'm going to do this with a mixture of 1 part brown, 1 part black, 1 part PVA glue, and 8 parts water. This will make a fine glaze that will tint the outer edges of the tile. I find it adds to the idea of dramatic mood lighting. That's one advantage to your painted terrain, is that you can paint in the dramatic lighting. Then I give the tile my typical protective coat. First I coat it with a thinned down mixture of gloss Mod Podge. Once that's dried, I cover it again with matte Mod Podge to change the finish. The gloss protects the tile better, but I don't want a gloss finish, I want a matte finish. So, one then the other. And that's our interior floor tiles. I've kind of gotten into this pattern where I do a tile painting segment one week, to the next week I craft or build something. So, next week, trees. After that, I'll be doing the flip side of these interior tiles with rooftops. Because if you've got an interior, you probably have a rooftop. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment, and come check us out at the Tabletop Crafters Guild on Facebook.